Hello students, welcome to electronics online classes. Now we are on the way of network theorems. We have already completed superposition theorem and Thevenin's theorem. Also we have solved the problems on both the theorems, right. So the last theorem and the third one and the last one in your syllabus is maximum power transfer theorem. Okay, what is this maximum power transfer theorem? You people already know what is power, right? Power is nothing but voltage into current. That means whenever you keep a resistor over there or a conductor which is having a resistance of R, any conductor which is having a resistance of R, if there is a potential difference between these 2 points, there is a compulsory flow of current. So these voltage and current both constitutes power, right. So you know what is power. I have already told you while explaining the power, we will not tell only current or only voltage. So always there is a term in an electrical or electronic circuit, that is power. So power calculations are very important. Well, we have already discussed about that, because in whatever in day to day life we are using so many electrical and electronic appliances. So every month we have to pay the electricity bill. So how they will calculate the power, that and all we have already known. Okay, here maximum power transfer theorem, which was introduced by the scientist Mortis von Jacobi in 1840. Okay, what does it state? Maximum power transfer theorem states that maximum power is transferred from source to load only when the load resistance is equal to the Thevenin's resistance of the circuit. What is that? You people already know what is Thevenin's resistance. Okay, first we will look into why this maximum power should be transferred. Okay, theorem is telling us maximum power is transferred from source to load only when load resistance is equal to Thevenin's resistance of the circuit. So we will leave this second line, maximum power is transferred only when. Okay, why this maximum power transfer is essential? Okay, power transmission in the sense, whatever we are dealing with the electronic appliances, wherever you go, you charge your mobile phone, there is a power transmission. That means voltage, current will flow through that battery always the energy will be stored in that battery. That means power is transferred. Okay, so to know why this maximum power will be transferred, why maximum power should be transferred, that because we will take an example of communication. Communication in the sense, this may be new for you people. Communication in the sense transfer of information from one place to another place. That means whatever we are doing here, I am teaching here and you are listening to my class, that is because of communication. Okay, and this connection, that connection between me and you people, that is because of wireless communication, right. So in communication there are different types, that and all you are going to study in your further studies. Just we will have a look into communication, basic communication. Communication in the sense transfer of information from one place to another place. What and all you will expect, if you take a TV or if you take any communication device, what you will expect is you will have a microphone and a loudspeaker. That means any mobile phone you take, you will have a loudspeaker. Leave the mobile phone, this is a microphone, right. So any orchestra or any function is going on, everybody use a microphone or mic to speak, right. That wire will go to, and you will listen, audience will listen to that voice, whoever is singing or speaking anything, they will listen it through loudspeaker. That means microphone is a device which converts the sound waves into electrical signal. Okay, and loudspeaker, microphone is one which converts sound waves into electrical signal, and loudspeaker is one which converts the opposite process of microphone, the electrical signals into sound waves, right. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಮೈಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸೋ ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದು ಲೌಡ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದು ಬಂದು ಲೌಡ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತು. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತದೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು there is a device called amplifier. Okay, so any communication system you take, so there is a device called amplifier. These amplifiers and all you are going to study in your second PUC in detail, but in just brief, amplifier is a device which strengthens your voice or strengthens your electrical signal. Microphone is a device which converts your sound waves into electrical signal. That electrical signal should reach the audience. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಅದರ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ನ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೋ ತನಕ ಅದರ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಕಳಿಸಿದವರು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ನ ಹೈ ಪಿಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾರು ಕಳಿಸ್ಯಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ that is done by amplifier. Amplifier is a device which strengthens the signal, which boosts up the signal, which makes our sound louder. Okay, so the amplifier, that means and in communication you also have a transmission lines. Transmission line in the sense the line or a wire which carries our electrical signal from one place to another, that is transmission lines. Why I am telling all these things? Because in your textbook they have given an example of amplifier and a loudspeaker, and that means basic communication, how does that happens. Okay, now you people got to know what is communication, where amplifier is used, what is microphone, that means input signal, what is loudspeaker. You people have a small idea of all those things now. Okay, now what happens, how that will be helpful in analyzing maximum power transfer? Because if the input signal is coming from your microphone or somewhere else and that is given to the amplifier. Amplifier is one which strengthens your signal, which louds up your voice. Okay, and that is connected to the loudspeaker. Is a loudspeaker. Okay, whatever the input signal is coming, that is going to amplifier, and this amplifier is connected to loudspeaker, so that the amplified, the strengthened signal will be listened to us loudly, and that electrical signal will be converted into sound signal using loudspeaker. So amplifier should be connected to loudspeaker. Loudspeaker and microphone are very sensitive devices. So there is whatever electrical signal, in the sense either voltage signal or current signal. Current flows through some conductor, then when current flows, when there is a voltage drop across that conductor, right? So this both constitutes what? Power. That means the electrical signal, the power is transferring. If you are connecting two circuits, the amplifier circuit is a given circuit. Amplifier circuit is designed to strengthen our signal. That circuit is connected to the loudspeaker, which acts as a load. Load in the sense, loudspeaker is our final stage. Okay, which is a load, which is acting as a load here. So obviously the electrical signal flows, the current is flowing, in the sense there exists a voltage, there exists a resistance. Okay, in case of AC signals, we will call opposition offered to the flow of current, that is called as impedance. Impedance is nothing but, you can just assume that as a resistance as of now, because you are not familiar with the AC signals. When you are dealing with the AC signals and also capacitors and inductors, that you are going to study in further classes, that time you will come to know what is impedance exactly. But here they are using the term impedance. Impedance is nothing but, you just assume that as a resistance. Okay, when you connect amplifier to the loudspeaker, there should be a match between these two. What is that match? Match in the sense they should match each other. They should be suitably fixed. To happen that, there should be a impedance matching should be done. Impedance in the sense, whatever the power, the amplifier is a circuit designed to amplify our signal. That signal should connect to the loudspeaker. Loudspeaker is a very sensitive device. What they will tell is, loudspeaker will be having low impedance or low resistance. Okay, whatever you call, somewhere around 4 or 5 ohm. Here in your example, 75 ohm they have mentioned, and the amplifier circuit will be having 1 kilo ohm. So what happens if you connect 1 kilo ohm directly to the 75 ohm or 4 ohm or 5 ohm, there is a mismatch in the resistance. Whatever the power delivered by a circuit which is having a resistance of 1 kilo ohm, 1000 ohm resistance power na withstand ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ 5 ohm or 4 ohm power na withstand ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ there is a difference. Okay, it cannot withstand that power. That means if this is the case, if amplifier circuit output voltage, the output resistance is 1 kilo ohm, if loudspeakers impedance or resistance is 75 ohm, if you connect it directly like this only, maximum power cannot be delivered. Maximum power cannot be delivered. What happens? Avag ಏನು problem ಆಗ್ತದೆ real time ಅಲ್ಲಿ, you will find a weak sound. Whatever the sound you are hearing, that will not be good, that will not be fair. It's a very weak sound, very soft sound you will be hearing, and that will not be clear. So whenever a impedance mismatch or whenever a resistance mismatch between these two devices, whenever the circuit, amplifier circuit is connected to the loudspeaker load, if there is a load resistance, that means load in the sense loudspeaker resistance is not matching with the amplifier circuit resistance, what happens? The sound will not be proper, we will hear a weak sound. So to avoid this, why we will hear a weak sound? Because maximum whatever the power input signal is coming, whatever we are speaking, whatever the electrical signal is coming from in the input, that will not be delivered completely to the loudspeaker because it is having a low resistance. So to avoid that, there is a impedance matching should be done. That means the amplifier circuit should also have 75 ohm and also is also having, then that means load resistance should be equal to the Rin, input resistance or effective resistance of the interior circuit. Here we will call that as a RTH. Whenever a resistance of load and the input circuit will be matched, whenever the impedance matching is being done, then you can hear a clear sound. Then the sound heard will be very clear. So this is the best example to explain the maximum power transfer theorem, because whenever the maximum power will not be delivered, maximum power should be delivered, then only you can hear very good clear sound in the loudspeaker. If maximum power will not be delivered, then what happens? The sound will be very weak, very feeble. So maximum power transferring is very much essential in case of communication field. Wherever you go, it's very much essential to that maximum power should be delivered. Okay, so now we came to know why maximum power should be transferred, right? So maximum power will be transferred only when there is a impedance matching will be done. That means whenever the load resistance will be equal to Thevenin's resistance of the circuit. This is what the statement of maximum power transfer theorem tells us. So here That means RL is equal to RTH. This is a given circuit. Assume this is an amplifier. This is a load resistance RL, which is a resistance of loudspeaker. You can assume whenever how you will find out the Thevenin's resistance, you will disconnect the load resistance and make it as a open circuit, and you will calculate the effective resistance of the circuit by short circuiting the voltage source, right. So whenever the Thevenin's effective resistance of the circuit will be equal to RL, then the maximum power will be delivered. Okay. So here the given circuit is simplified and it is written as only one voltage source VTH, the RTH only the series Thevenin's resistance, along with that we have connected the load resistance. Whenever these two will be equal, what happens? The series circuit, same current will flow. Whenever these two will be equal, the voltage supplied by the Thevenin's voltage will be equally distributed among these resistors. Then maximum power will be transferred. Okay, what is the formula for power? PL I will call power to the load. Load power are power dissipated in the load resistance. PL is equal to VL into IL. VL in the sense the voltage across the load resistance. It can also be written as IL square RL. Okay, PL is equal to IL square RL, whereas IL is equal to, we have already know the formula, the voltage across the load resistance will be equal to VTH divided by RTH into RL. Sorry, IL will be VTH divided by RTH plus RL. The only one current flows, whatever the current flows, that flows through the load resistance. So IL is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. Therefore, PL will be equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL whole square into RL. Okay. But the maximum power transfer theorem tells us maximum power will be transferred only when RL is equal to RTH. So whenever we will get PL maximum power, when we will get, when RL is equal to RTH, PL maximum is equal to, substitute RL with RTH, RL is equal to RTH whole square into RTH. So VTH square divided by 2 RTH square into RTH. So VTH square divided by 4 RTH square into RTH, what will get? PL maximum is equal to VTH square divided by 4 RTH. So VL can be calculated as VL into IL as well. In terms of only IL and RL, IL square RL, IL will be calculated using VTH divided by RTH plus RL. So PL maximum, when you will get RTH square by 4 VTH square by 4 RTH. This maximum power transfer theorem, only statement is there, no derivation will be there. If they ask in the examination also, they will ask state and explain the maximum power transfer theorem. That time you have to write the statement and this circuit and this formula. Okay. What happens? They have given a graph of RL versus PL. That means whenever start on increasing RL, at one point RL will become equal to RTH. This resistance will be equal to RTH. That time you will get maximum power. If you still further increase RL, what happens? Again power reduces. That means if you increase RL, power will also increase, right? If you keep on increasing RL, what happens? If the resistance here increases, the current through that will be reduced. Therefore, if you keep on increasing RL, IL will be reducing. If IL reduces, again PL reduces. That means if you keep on increasing RL, at some point of time PL will reach its maximum value, that means power will reach its maximum value. After that, if you increase RL, the power will again decrease, because IL decreases, PL also decreases, right. So this is what the maximum power transfer theorem tells us. Okay. Okay, there is a illustration. R1, R2, R3 and RL is there. I will make this RL. If I draw a arrow mark like this is nothing but variable resistor. Variable in the sense you can vary this. RL will be increasing, the resistor will keep here, that will be variable. You can change that, change the value of this resistance. Okay. If I have a 5 volt power supply, 1 kilo ohm R1 and 1 kilo ohm R2 and 100 ohm R3 is there, what happens? See, RL, what will be the value of RL when maximum power will be delivered? How to calculate that? Okay, see, I am varying RL, and ನಾನು RL ನ increase ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕತ್ತೀನಿ. At what time the maximum power will be delivered? The maximum power will be delivered only when RL will be equal to RTH. So for that I have to calculate RTH. To find RTH, R1, that is 1 kilo ohm, 100 ohm, RTH will be calculated as 1 kilo parallel to 1 kilo plus 100, that is, this will come around 500 ohm, then 600 ohm. To maximum power should be transferred only when the RL value will be equal to 600 ohm. Okay. So if I draw a graph for that, if I increase RL 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, at 600 ohm, at 600 ohm PL will reach its maximum value. If you increase it further, if you increase it, what happens? The PL again decreases. Okay. See, if I assume when RL is equal to 600 ohm, there is a current flow of, if I connect an ammeter over here, ammeter is an instrument which measures the current, 2 milliamperes of current is flowing, what happens? What happens? The PL is equal to IL square RL. IL is 2 milli square, RL is 600 ohm, 2.4 milliwatt power will be the maximum power which is transferred to the load. Okay. If we don't know the value of IL also, we can calculate the VTH and then calculate IL. If you know the value of RTH, then you can calculate the IL value, then find out what will be the maximum power transferred to the load. Okay. In maximum power transfer theorem, the problems, whenever they give a problem, they will ask like, what will be the value of RL? Find the value of RL to maximum power should be transferred. What will be the value of RL for the maximum power to be transferred? So that time we have to calculate the value of RTH first. That will be the value of RL, so that maximum power will be transferred. Then if they ask for calculate the power, then you have to use the formula VTH square by 4 RTH. Okay. Okay, that's all for today. In tomorrow's class, we will solve some problems on maximum power transfer theorem. Okay, any doubts in understanding maximum power transfer theorem, please text me. Okay, if you have any doubts, please message me. Thank you.